Welcome to MPS Motivators, a unique online teaching and learning platform. This is Janendra Kumar standing in front of you. Before starting this session, I would like to wish you all a very gracious good morning. So good morning friends. In this session, I am going to discuss with you how to change direct speech into indirect speech if the reported speech is an imperative sentence and the structure of the imperative sentence will be let plus us plus v1 plus other word. As an example, I have taken a sentence. He said, let us dance together. In this type of sentence, we have to be careful because said is changed into suggested or proposed. And if the reporter wants to include himself or herself, we use be. And if the reporter does not want to include himself or herself, we use they. And the indirect speech of the given sentence will be he suggested oblique proposed that we oblique they should dance together. Friends, I have taken the second example in direct speech. Let us see how to change it into indirect speech. The indirect speech of the given sentence in direct speech will be he suggested oblique proposed to me that we oblique they should go on a picnic. अर्थात उसने मुझे सलाह दिया या प्रस्ताव किया कि हम लोगों को या उन लोगों को पिकनिक पर जाना चाहिए. Friends, we need to notice one thing here. In both the sentences, there is some difference. In the first sentence, there is no first person used as the object of said. In this case, we can assume ourselves with the object. It means we can assume an object like to with the reporting verb, but while changing we shall not write it. We shall write only he suggested or proposed that we should dance together or they should dance together. It depends on the reporter whether he or she wants to include himself or herself or not. If the reporter does not want to include himself or herself, we shall use they. And if the reporter wants to include himself or herself, we shall use we. In the second example, here the object me has been used with the reporting verb said. In this case also, we have to be careful because when the object is used after said and plus 2, we use to also with the reporting verb suggested or proposed. I mean in indirect speech, in place of said we use suggested or proposed and after it we use to. It is necessary to use. In previous sessions, I discussed with you that said is changed into told and with told we don't use to, but when we change said into suggested or proposed, we use to after it. So there is this difference between told and suggested oblique proposed. Now you can take its screenshot. Friends, I have taken the third example in direct speech in which the subject of the reporting verb and the object of the reporting verb both are the third person. In this type of sentence in direct speech, we have to be careful while changing it into indirect speech because by removing us, we have to use they only. Here we have not to use we because both the subject and the object of the reporting verb are the third person. The indirect speech of the given sentence in direct speech will be he suggested oblique proposed to his friends that they should play football. Friends, here they has been used. In place of they, we cannot use we. What is the reason behind it? That I have already mentioned, I have already discussed that if the object of the reporting verb or the subject of the reporting verb is the third person, I mean the subject of the reporting verb and the object of the reporting verb both are the third person, we will use they by replacing us. We will not use we, because here is no first person either as the subject or the object. As the next example in direct speech, I have taken the sentence Sita said to her sister, let us play tennis. Here also we are seeing that the subject and the object of the reporting verb both are in the third person. So by replacing us, we will use they. And the indirect speech of the given sentence in direct speech will be Sita suggested oblique proposed to her sister that they should play tennis. Now you can take its screenshot. With this example in direct and indirect speech, I am ending this session and I am meeting you soon in the next session. Till that time, you can go on revising the taught materials. If you have any doubt, you can ask me questions through comments. And if you like my video, I suggest you as well as request you to like, comment and share this video to your friends, as well as download MPS Motivators by going to Play Store. Thank you. Have a nice day.